Diarmuid, how did you find that? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, like, I think the Interpro games are always that kind of step up physicality wise. I think like all the provinces want to get that one over on each other, so I think definitely the intensity at the start of the game was definitely massive. Like lads flying to each other and a lot of kick battles and stuff like that. So I think intensity wise, yeah, it's very good. Loved it.
Are you kind of checking off things on your list of things you wanted to achieve this season? Like you've kind of are you ahead of the curve of where you expected to be, or is this where you wanted to be kind of when you were starting out?
Yeah, like I think obviously last season I would have played a good bit of back row kind of since I transitioned from school. So this season I've kind of had a lot of game time in the second row, which I've been loving. Because some position I played a lot in school. So yeah, I just find like from playing lock, like just the involvements in the game, you're kind of in the mix, like in the middle of the park, so you're kind of getting lots of involvement. So yeah, I think in terms of how the season's been going, like I think every opportunity I've got, I've just tried to take with both hands, because obviously there's so much competition in that lock position. You've got obviously Orgy, James, Joe, like a lot of internationals there, Ryan Baird as well, so Brian Deeney. So like, you know, there's a lot of competition, so every time I've got an opportunity I'm trying to take it. So I suppose, yeah, like I'm just kind of take game by game. Like last week, I suppose I got that small bit of luck with someone pulling out early, so got to make my European appearance. But I think, yeah, I've just trying to take game by game, really.
How inspiring is it to see Sam, as someone you know for so long, doing what he's doing, and you're going, okay, he can do it, so then I can kind of make those steps as well. Does that make it a little bit more tangible or a bit more real, do you think?
Yeah, 100%. Like obviously, myself and Sam are like, you know, best friends. Like I've known him since I was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years old. So, you know, our rugby journey has been like, you know, very similar in terms of kind of, you know, leaving school and stuff like that. But like what he's done over the last like 12 months is unbelievable, and like I think it's a testament to the character that he is. But yeah, like definitely gives me huge belief and confidence that like it's achievable, and I think you kind of see how hard he works, and definitely kind of drives me on as well, and how well he's kind of handling the whole like I suppose his rise at the moment.
It's pretty cool. Like we go back, you live in Syria together.
Yeah. So our dads were both in the army, working with the UN out in Syria. So our families, we've been very close. So we were out in Syria together. Yeah. So obviously we've got a good connection, I suppose, up through the ranks. So yeah, it's class to be able to play in these games with them, and just, you know, it feels kind of so natural, like, but it's unbelievable when you kind of take a step back and kind of realise like this is, you know, something we would have chatted about when we were like, you know, 15, 16 in Newbridge, like chatting about playing for Leinster together, and you know, it's happening now, which is class.
Is he a good sounding board as well in terms of kind of going through your different positions and all that sort of stuff, but even being professional together and all?
Yeah, like I think, you know, he takes kind of everything in his stride. He's so calm and stuff like that. So I think like in terms of me as a forward, like conversations with him around, you know, kind of shapes and stuff around the park and kind of what he kind of wants. So yeah, I think like it's class, and like we can chat so normally because obviously I know him so well. So kind of bouncing things off each other, and yeah, it's been really helpful.
Was the Ireland call during the Six Nations, did that come as a shock to you, or was it, I suppose, it was a nice surprise?
Yeah, it definitely came as a shock. After the tough Ospreys game, we just kind of narrowly got away with one. I was in my sitting room on Sunday kind of morning, chatting to my two brothers, kind of debriefing the game, and then next minute my phone starts ringing, and it was Simon Easterby's number, and I was like, to the two of them, I was like, lads, you need to be quiet here, serious phone call here. But you know, it definitely came by surprise. I was definitely nervous going in, but like kind of having the likes of Sam and Cian Prendergast in there as well, and Jamie Osborne, like I would have, you know, known Jamie from County Kildare, from playing Nature Rugby Club, and I lived with him for 2 years. So, you know, having himself, Sam and Cian in there definitely gave me a bit of comfort, and like I could obviously, you know, bounce things off the old lads and chat to them about kind of what it's going to be like and etc. But I definitely learned loads in that camp, and you know, it's an environment I really want to get back to.
So during it must seem unusual to talk about being in the opposition head coach might have, but I suppose for yourself, Richie Murphy, I suppose is that a huge impact on your rugby career so far, I guess?
Yeah, Richie coached me for 2 years in 20s, so I mean, he's a huge success under 20 level. So I think when he was coaching me, we won 2 Grand Slams and got to a World Cup final. We lost to France, but yeah, he's a great coach, and I think I learned a lot under him under 20s level, and like you can kind of see a lot of the lads who I would have played on 20s with, like Gus, Sam, you know, like kind of those kind of lads are starting to come through from how well the under 20s teams are doing over the last few years.
And I guess did you kind of see tonight like the kind of structures he was putting in place back then kind of come through the Ulster team now as well?
Yeah, 100%. I think like obviously like the game today was very competitive and like it was very tough at times, and you can see like what they're trying to build, and like, I definitely think like they test us, with their kicking game and how they play so much off nine, kind of making us work and make a lot of tackles in the 22 and stuff like that. So yeah, you can definitely see that stuff come through.
I suppose you were here on that season making good progress as well. He was obviously involved there in the 20s this year as well.
Yeah, like obviously they had a tough enough on 20s campaign, but for me as a brother, like just so proud of going to the games down in Cork, and I know my family travelled to all the away games, stuff like that. So yeah, it was great to kind of share those experiences of kind of what I've had, and now he gets to experience them as well. And yeah, so he's hopefully now I'll get to play with him. Fingers crossed with Leinster over the next few years.
You've played a good few games for UCD in the AL this season as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I played 6 games for UCD in the AL, so been with them for the last, I think, 4 seasons since I left school. So they've been huge for me, and I think like you can see how competitive the AL is. Like as an academy player, like the physicality of it is, it's just that small bit below the URC, and like as an academy player, if you're not selected for URC or Champions Cup, you're going down and getting a great test on a Saturday. And I think, you can take huge confidence from AL games, like putting in big performances in AL can definitely give you confidence to go into these URC games and kind of put yourself about.
Quite a few Leinster lads in that team as well. Were you part of that team that won in Ulster a couple of weeks back?
Yeah, I think there was a good few of the academy lads playing, so.
Big win, like
yeah.
The club up in 1-8, wasn't it?
It was massive. Yeah, it was class for the club because, like, there's lads there obviously who don't play, for Leinster, so their Saturday kind of revolves around the AL games, and just it was so nice to be able to be involved in keeping the club up, and like Dan Sheehan's father Barry is the president, so it was so nice to kind of keep them up, and like I think the team performance down in Munster was unbelievable, but yeah, just to kind of keep UCD up in the AL and 1A is just huge for kind of lads coming through out of school and for the club.
Sorry for all the questions about Sam, but was he always a standout talent?
Yeah, like I think his skills are unbelievable. Like I think when we went over to the house for barbecues and stuff back when we were younger, we'd always be playing the green. I've got 3 brothers and himself and Keane, so we'd always be playing whether it was tag rugby, soccer, Gaelic. Like his skill level is just unbelievable. I think he's always had that kind of knack for skill. So I think you can definitely see it now. Like he's able to kick off both feet. His range of passing is unbelievable. So I think he's always had those skills.
Why is Kildare taking over Irish rugby?
I don't know. I think
isn't it?
Yeah.
Just suddenly come through in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, like I was chatting to Jimmy O'Brien there yesterday. We were having breakfast, and there's four lads from Newbridge College, I think, who could be progressing on into the academy next year. So like that's huge for the school. Because before that, obviously, it would have been just Jimmy and then myself and Sam. So like for Newbridge, it's massive. I think Johnny Murphy's done a lot of good work there in terms of how competitive they've been over the last few seasons, and getting to cup finals, cup semi-finals. It's huge for the school and it's huge for the county as well, because obviously Naas Rugby Club, where I'm from, are very competitive in 1B as well, and like that's massive because for a young lad like coming through your senior team playing at the top level of AIL, it's kind of what you want to be involved in.